Welcome to another episode of Not for the Weak Minded. Now, the last video I did live, there was a lot of orbs I captured, and essentially, after doing a few EVP sessions, things got a little bit strange. And albeit I'd love to talk to you about these things in this video isn't about that. But the events which have unfolded over the last 4 days have had to make me become and realize that I am more than what I thought I would ever be. And essentially, it's got to be explained in other videos, but here we go. So this video is actually about the Queen's speech. So what I need to do quickly is edit this, bring it down, 2 seconds. That down. All right, now I know you can see that. I'm just going to double check quickly before we get into this on this. No one's in the room anyway. Just help you put it the right way. I'll be right with you. I've got to check because I can't see the screen on this side because I'm showing you obviously this. I can't actually see if I need to zoom in or not. How close it is. Come on, wake up. All right, YouTube. Two seconds, I'll be right with you. Not now. Right, so now you can see. It's not really about what you can see anyway, it's about what you can hear. But I need to know that you can hear it because I think you'll be all right now. Let me just turn this up. There we go. Right, we're in. So what I'm going to play for you first is a little bit scary, to be honest, for a lot of people. So this is right at the start. Oh, hang on, I'm not on the right one. Yeah, I am. 2 secs. That one, yeah. So listen very carefully. I'm going to shut the window. And what you listen to the spirit speak. Okay, I need to go back. 2 seconds. All right, here we go. That's better. Now, I want to turn the decibels up a little bit more because I turned it down last night to listen to a little bit of the rest. 2 seconds. Oops. Thank you for coming in and watching, whoever you are. Let's turn it up a little bit. Play. Okay, I don't know whether you could hear that, but that pretty much said Christina, Priscilla, and then two kids' voices, and then it said please help, with an old man's voice. Did you hear it? Let me do it again. Let me click on the object. Take it back to the beginning. Listen carefully. Did you hear that? All right. I'm going to play it one more time. So it says, this is in reverse, by the way. So this is the craziest thing about learning and doing reverse speech analysis, is that I've played it forward and backwards, and I cannot hear the spirit speaking forwards. But when I played it backwards, I can hear two girls' voices, Christina, followed by Priscilla, and then a man's voice saying, please help, right? And if you haven't looked at my other video, right at the start of that one, you hear a girl's voice go, help. So there is a lot of spirits trapped in Parliament, and unfortunately, that's because these wicked spirits are not even human, right? They are, in fact, souls, damned souls, which have came through from the underworld. And essentially, they have been in charge for the last 1,000 years. And it's our job to wake up and go, well, we're not having this anymore, and spiritually grow so that we can battle these demons. But you must know truth. You must know that they are so malevolent that the whole world is now under this great deception and force of evil that is just sucking the life out of all living things, all life. Poor children. I broke down after this. I got quite emotional when I started hearing the children's voices. It's sad. This is our reality. These people are part of the biggest child trafficking rings in the earth. You know what I mean? They created all the problems through deceit and lies over the last, at least 2 centuries, if more. So let's listen to it again. I want to just quickly click on the properties. Where's the volume decibels? Don't matter. Let's do it again. I need to speed it up a little. Did you hear that noise? Sorry, let me just hear him go. Did you hear that noise? That little noise. That came from the Queen's mouth. Now, if I was to play it in forward, because it's slowed down, this is out of sync, essentially. But what you hear that noise again, that is literally the Queen, and it sounds like a lizard. It's like, listen to it again. I'm going to play it back from the beginning, and because new people have joined, and essentially what you're going to hear is 2 girls' voices coming in, which is Christina and Priscilla, and then you're going to hear an old man go, please help, and it followed by this guy walking backwards go make a really weird demonic grunt, and then after that you're going to hear like a like really weird lizard sound. All right, listen carefully. That noise. Did you hear it? That noise? That's not a human sound, I'm afraid, at all. And so before she even speaks, you can hear things that are not quite right in there. Now, if you looked at my last Queen speech, you'll know 100% that I captured, without shadow of a doubt, them saying, you know, shit, she's going green, and hooves off, absolutely. And, you know, stuff that shows that these things are masquerading as something they're not, right? So yesterday, after analyzing this, I took a few pictures through still frames that I saw, which made Boris Johnson was turning green, right? If I get there, I'll show you. But to be honest, this is the, you know, the first verse voices you hear are scary enough for too many people, right? That fact is that you can hear Christina, Priscilla, and then please help, followed by this weird stuff. So I'm just going to go through the speech now, and essentially I'm going to show you how difficult it is to hear, how difficult it is to translate, how there's multiple spirits coming through, multiple messages, how there's a different spirit that is a man, essentially, inside the Queen. And again, that clarifies the last one of the images I captured of the Queen, which was basically her turned into a man with black eyes, you know, in the carriage. The most bizarrest things you're ever going to see. Camilla Parker Bowles with going grey and having horns sticking out of her head, right? So these things are not even human, really. And they don't care about humanity at all. They don't care about anything but destruction and emulation of the technological creation. Well, they use all that knowledge to create a whole world of sin and lies and deceit, you know? So anyway, let's play. I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit. Because that's too loud. Let's turn it up to 10. And then I'm going to slower the rate down because I did all the rate changes last night. So I have to do it again. 2 seconds. It's too slow. Oh, that's a different one. It's the, hold on. Okay. Gonna have to turn the volume down on this one. Keep it up on the main. Hold on, 2 seconds. Go away. Stupid things. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I'm going to go back now to the beginning. Sorry about this. I was trying to sort it out last night. Hello, Ellie Mae. Thank you for joining. Now, obviously, this stuff is scary. Oh, go away. I need to get rid of these pop-ups, man. Anyway, I'm going to start from the beginning. No, that's too not loud enough. You can't hear the beginning. 20. So, try again. All right, we will get there in a minute. Try and listen carefully if you can't hear it. Can you hear that, dude? Say, please help. Thank you. Okay, so this is the most strangest thing you're gonna. I don't know how to explain it yet, but the the first thing that came out of the Queen's mouth when I did the reverse speech of the Brexit speech was exactly the same thing. So smack wine off the cherry. I don't believe it. I was like, what? What? You know, it's crazy. Listen, so smack wine off the cherry. And then it's Slim Barku, right? Again. 2 seconds. Something wrong with the volume. Hold on. It's all over the place. It's not that one. Let's turn this one down to 0. There we go. Okay, try that again. Bear with me. Start from here. So anyone have a clue what the near met is? Enroll yourself over to the near met? No idea. But that's exactly what it said last time round. So Slim Barco is lonely, and he said he didn't know what she meant. You know, she offered me daily, what it said in the other one, Jamamba Limosa. Limosa Jamamba. So lonely I am. Who offered me daily limousine bath with the same set. So this, the last Queen's speech I did up to now is exactly the same. It is unbelievable because this is not what you expect from reverse speech. If you look into the work of David Oates and others that have done this, including myself, it is not what it's crazy. It kind of proves that this is probably a clone or something. Slim Barku sad. She didn't know what she meant. So Mushik Nista is the Lochma. And in the Queen's speech prior, it said after it, save the world. Now, recently, because of the events that have unfolded, I've been asking the spirits for answers. And one of the questions I asked was, first of all, who was QAnon? And the answer came out as Mark Zuckerberg. Now, I'm trying to. No, Ellie Mae, no. This is literally just hand speech over, and I'd have to reanalyze what it says at both of them. Perhaps it's, you know what I'm saying. But I might have to look at that. Maybe the speech is exactly the same at the beginning of each. You could be right. And if that's the case, that could be, but that's not really how reverse speech works. Really, this evidence proves something very different, and it's to do with technologies essentially. But essentially, I asked the spirits who was Mushek Nista in the spirit, and I didn't really get a direct response other than it's someone that's was a politician and a lawyer. And then later on, I don't know, because I'm going through a great deal of change at the minute. I get information put into my head from, let's say, the source or other spirits, where they're trying to tell me information when I'm asking questions, and I'm getting a response, but I don't know if I'm making that response up or if that is a genuine response to my question now. So the response I got was Henry, or let's just call him Heinz Kissinger. All right, it's the Lockma. Now, I need to prove this, and I need to ask them again. And you might see this when I do a live EVP session with the spirits, and you can watch this. I'm going to do it. Put it this way: the last events that have occurred have proven to me that my divine connection is great, and I am very special in this earth, and someone who's basically trying to become a prophet. Essentially, they are trying to give me information of future events, and I have to try and tune in to what they're trying to say to me, so that I can understand what the future events to unfold and how to prevent them. Let's say, it's mind-boggling stuff. So later on today, I'm not going to film this one. I'm going to do an EVP session tomorrow, and live EVP in the evening probably. But essentially, probably tonight, I'm going to do a session. I'll record it all. I might put it up. But essentially, I'm going to ask, because I know tomorrow is going to be an attack on somewhere. It's Boxing Day. Boxing Day, there's always a direct attack on Boxing Day. It's a great day of sacrifice to the elite. And so, obviously, it's a little bit late warning, a day. But let's just see if I can get that right, at least. You know what I'm saying? That and that will prove to me 100% that I'm on the right path spiritually, and that this information coming to me is truth. You know what I mean? And I must trust it. I must start trusting myself more, and start having doubt. You know, the last 2 days I've been having a great deal of doubt about myself, and I have been forced to accept it, who I am. So anyway. Let's go back. So say skatba egg bond. Now that's an old English word, and skatba came in the other time last time. So as I was just trying to reaffirm that Mushik Nista, in my mind at the minute, could be Henry Kissinger. Okay. I mean, it doesn't help my connection's a little bit poor, but did you get any of that? Did you understand a word what it was saying? You know? Now, in order to actually fully get what the hell was being said, you literally have to listen to it over and over and over and over again, right? And pick out the words and individually then write those words down to then get whatever is being said. Now, this, during the last speech was 20 minutes, right? Okay, 20 minutes long. This speech is about 20 minutes long. It took me a day and a half, right, to translate it and write it down. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, and it's multiple languages coming through. There's multiple spirits. It's very difficult, you know. And so a lot of people will just hear gibberish, but I hear clear words and languages. You know, even though it's, you know, all coming through the same thing. You know what I mean? The same person. So let's try and get this working a little bit better. Let's put the rate change a little bit far back up. Let's go 97. Right, Slim Barker sad. What she meant. Go away. There's something wrong with it. I can't work it out. It's probably the decibels. Let's go to 15. Let's hope you can hear this, okay? Let's go back to there. It is heavy, Ellie Mae. So that pretty much said, because I've listened to it a lot, I can pretty much hear things. Not this one, but the last one a lot. I can hear it a lot more than the average person. And so this is an old English saying, and saying that she sips and on stuff that later on, if I get there, you'll hear that, you know, she baths in milk and she does all this stuff, and you know what I mean. It's very deep. It's very, very savage, in fact, to hear the spirit speaking about this in a third person point of view. Like, you know, they're looking at these things and then they're speaking to us, you know. And that goes through time, you know what I'm saying? Because to spirits, that time is irrelevant. You know, they don't have a concept of time as in the spirit world like we do here. And so the spirits coming in from the 1500s are equally as equivalent to the ones that are coming through today, like at the beginning. Priscilla, you know, and Christina, the two girls. So this thing, these people, you know, these people have been in charge for a long time, and we're born to stop them essentially in the end. But most people are unaware, right? They're not aware, they're not conscious about these things. So it's like she used to eat them like a mixed mock shining something. What's it? You know what I'm saying? So they're saying something about her, you know what I mean? But it's because it's in a different language. that you might not want to believe that that's even a word, right? You might just go, nah, it's in reverse, it's gibberish, but it's intelligence. It's got intelligence to it. It's intelligent responses and spirits speaking. Oh, what are you doing, Keith? Hold on. This is probably one of the most scariest subjects out there, but it holds you back for sure. Gone too far. Okay, blow snoot is cocaine. All right, come on. Yes, it was, Ali. It was Save the Earth. Mushik Nizda is the Lokma. Save the Earth. Trying. Woher? So, yeah, I'm afraid it is, Ellie Mae. This is probably one of the scariest truths out there that, you know, you can, it is absolutely 100% proof, but you are the light, you know. They've kept us all in fear of truth for the last 1,000 years, you know, and it's coming full circle, Ellie. And you are the future, you know. All women are the future, but they need to embrace that they are the light, and they have the power if they have all the knowledge collectively. But yes, we've been kept in fear, you know, by signs and symbols. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Now, throughout this presentation, I'm going to zoom in a little. Hold on. Okay. First of all, this person here, he, throughout the video, is constantly looking around, and he takes his eyes make direct contact with all the cameras, and essentially he knows he's still a slave. He is in chains, yeah, and he is the only black man in the room to be in that regalia, right? Masonic traditions are to do with enslavement, right? So he is wearing not only that, but this person, Black Rod over here, Say Leaf, is a Viking name. So this Viking spirit, or someone who goes back that far at least, you know, Say Leaf, Black Rod, yeah, opens the door, and he's the one that has to carry it, right? He has to carry the big ass ancient piece of gold, you know what I mean? The mace. notice, you know, that there are certain color aspects to their traditions. Know that black and white is a part of it, but the colors of Rome itself, which is actually the incorporation of the entirety of Parliament, is actually black, white, red, and gold. They are the colors of Rome and Babylon. And so Christmas is, and all the other things, has to do with, well, paganism rather than Christianity, you know? So, as you know, probably. So then essentially, this guy here is conscious. He's fully aware of what's going on in the room. And he's literally looking at the camera going, come on, please see me. And I saw him. I saw him. I saw him. So let's zoom back out. So here we go. 2 secs. What colors are they wearing? Black, white, gold, and silver. Right? Songs, black and gold, black and gold. You know, it's in everything. You know, the colors are representations of certain aspects within Freemasonry. You know, and when they get to full level, they are demonic almost, you know. There you are, a row of demons. Essentially, if you listen to this speech and the last one, do you know how many times they say cinema? Do you know how many times they say this whore loves her cinema? Do you know how many times cinemas are connected to the elite? They build them, they get all the children in them, and then, well, some disappear, right? Never to be seen again. Underground tunnels, you know, it's all part of the elite. Everything they've built is for a reason. And unfortunately, cinemas and those type of complexes are a hive net den for paedophilia. It hidden in plain sight almost, you know, behind closed doors with the employees or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not saying everyone's involved, but within the hierarchy, there is serious problems to do with masonry and the people that run these institutions. I mean, I could talk to you about the signs and symbols, which are absolutely in the video as well, whether that's the unicorn and how that relates to Jacob Rothschild and how these are two royal families connected as one. You know, they used to keep it in the bloodline, marry each into each other's family. So there's a French noble family and an Anglo-Saxon noble family, right? It's Egbert and the Rothschilds. You see what I'm saying? It's in the symbols. The unicorn is a Rothschild symbol. It is also a symbol of to do with creation. But it's an elite symbol. So I asked the spirits, what is the modern name of the Blumthner Viagam? For which I didn't get a response to the question, but in terms of an answer, but I got a response in terms of whoa, what an interesting question, almost, right? The things that have been happening in the last 3 days are mind-blowing stuff that goes way beyond most people's comprehension, particularly when I have to talk about technologies and how we relate to that, and how this relates to demons, and how their true intentions essentially is to control everything with technologies. It's bad. It is literally. I came to the realization last night that unfortunately, demons are in the fucking Wi-Fi. They can travel through the Wi-Fi. It's crazy. So there are English words and other words within this that you can pick out. So obviously right then you heard so say akbar and then something. You know, this is what I'm trying to say. I had to listen to this over and over and over again to even translate it. And what was being said backwards, and how there's multiple spirits coming through, and you know, it is crazy. I know, but it is what it is. Okay, so during the last speech and during this one, it says each Nimbuk is a member of the Vayagam, the blood of the Vayagam, which means they're all corrupted. Every single person in Parliament is corrupted. Yeah, there's certain things they have to do in cinemas in order to actually become part of this elite group in the first place. You have to go through initiations, which is part of the secret societies, and they're the things that happen behind closed doors, you know, whether that's the Bilderberg meetings or anything else like that, you know, Pizzagate, you know, these spirits are speaking through, saying, look, this whore loves her cinema, you know, each Nimbuk is compromised, you know, they're each member is a member of the Vayagam, which is probably a name for an organization, you know, which is sick, very sick. Well, it's connected to Rome, right? No, it's the unicorn. So she's so smart or small, she looked like Dan the Seventh Rishmi of Vayagam, right? Or something like that. Now that came through again in the last one. There's certain bits of messages that are just literally exactly the same as the last reverse speech. But it's slightly different. It's not the same. But the same things are being said backwards. You know, whether that's Slimbarku, Slimembe being sad that he was tricked into it, that he offered me daily Jimamba Lumosa, whatever that is, you know what I mean? Or other things. It's crazy. So essentially, you were there, she baths in something, right? And that just said Mushik Nista is the Lokma again. Listen. Okay, that's another saying that they said, and I don't know what it means, but Bokanam Ravni or Boknam Ravni, they say Ravni a lot. You Ravni fuck. Listroif as well is another thing that they used to say, and the other one. So there's a lot to do with languages in there that I had to look up words and then go, well, I don't know. You know, certain words have never been acknowledged to be in this, and yet for 100%, I have heard the same things coming out of demons' mouths recently, the same words. You know what I mean? So I know they're connected to a language, 100%, because demons have said it to me. Not all of it. So let's literally go, something is Lestroifuk and Mam Nam Ravni, and then there's going to be a special investigation or something like that. Like I said, I've not analysed this. So in the last video, he was saying about, excuse me, something about the Royal Bovine Milk Act. And obviously I've been looking into the Queen, and she is, well, she owns a dairy farm, right? She owns breeds of cows. So there is something to this Royal Bovine Milk Act and her bathing in milk, etc. And obviously, excuse me, when you look at the programming, you've got all the stuff that's got milk, or they're like, they're pouring milk over themselves in the videos. Do you see where I'm coming from? Now there's something going on there to do with her royal bovines and bathing in milk, right? So that, albeit it's very hard to hear, it says there's going to be a special investigation to a number of Vargam. Pretty sure.
She got me these clothes,
to the English Vargam. Does anyone know who Sir Jerome Wolfe is? I don't know. But Sir Jem, and I don't know, but there was a spirit that come through to do with the wolf being lost and Sir Jerome Wolfe being lost. Blow snoot. Look at the guy. He's literally looking directly at the camera. What do you think his eyes are saying? His eyes are the windows to the soul. He has a soul. The rest are soulless. That's it. His eyes tell me all I need to know. He is enslaved by wickedness in high places. She baths in it. Yes, Ellie Mae. If you look at it carefully, he looks petrified. Absolutely, 100%. That his eyes tell me all I need to know. I can see with my eyes clearly that he does not want to be there. He is not there willingly, almost, and that there's something going on in the background which he wants us to see. You know, he's like, look, like when he's looking around and pointing, looking at the camera directly, and then moving his eyes to say, look around you, look around me, look at me, I'm in chains. Yeah. These people are evil. It tells me all I need to know. That everything I'm trying to show you is that these people in charge are nothing but wicked, malevolent spirits. Whether they're coming from the underworld and taking bodies now, and in clones, or whether they're human with no souls, compromised, right? Or further still, extraterrestrials that are using cloaking technologies, right? It's all free. So this is the problem I have, you see. Within that sentence, you hear Sabaski set, Bluvnavagam, and other voices coming through at the same time. It's, you know, you have to slow it down even more. You have to listen carefully. All I'm doing is trying to show you how complicated this is. You know, if you can hear, you can clearly hear the words. You know, I'm not here to literally analyze every single thing that's being said. I'm just trying to show you that that these things are to be heard, they're to be seen, and that essentially there's more to this world than you've ever been told, right? So, you know, I'm not here to literally go word for word this time like I did the last video, because I don't have time. So there, it just said Blauschnut, Sir Jerem Wolf near Bolshert Cinema. It said that exactly the same thing in the last video. Listen again. Sir Jerem Wolf near Bolshurst Cinema. Don't know whether it's in Poland, something. Okay, do that. Sleep in December was misgiven. Now, originally, the Queen's speech last year said that this year was going to be our Queen's speech. The Queen's speech Christmas last year said this: enjoy this year, because you're not going to get Christmas next year, pretty much. Now, in the reverse, it's just said that was misgiven. Now listen. Sorry, 2 seconds. Where am I? Over here. Sleep with December was misgiven. And then it goes Luis me. There we go. No wolf or the wolf told me. And that comes in. It come in last time as well. It went, see in the marathas and that. Right? If you looked at my last videos and you hear it again. Ready? The wolf gore me or told me? Zoom. So yeah, there's a lot. Sorry, I knocked the camera over with my hand. Sorry. Anyone know what Halloween is? So in the last one, it said, never say racium. So have fun, Will, and then something, and then so the Lord may love over and revive now, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the Lord love over and revive, right? In a way. Did you hear it? She loves her cinema. Listen again. Each Nimbuk is a member of a Viagam. Clear as day. Ready? So actually, it's a person coming in there. It's I think you hear Mrs. Something, and then each member is a Viagam, right? Listen carefully. Okay, it said there's going to be a special investigation in the member of Viagam, and obviously I've took a little analysis of this, but I've not obviously done all of it like I did last time. But right at the end, I can hear people whispering on the forward version saying that there's going to be a special investigation, right? I can hear people talking about it in literally in the forward speech saying right at the end, there's going to be a special investigation. It's comparable and unbelievably that these spirits can understand reverse speech. That also spirits can speak in reverse as well. That we ourselves can have a level of consciousness and control on what we project in reverse, right? We speak in reverse too.
بيقولنا سرحنا في سنمتحني سجفني يشاو بسخرف شرحنا شنوف قرب بوزتين.
It says the wolf gourmet mange j'aime, which is French, right? The wolf gourmet mange j'aime. Cinema again. So somebody has a bomb there. Did you hear that? Mrs. Somebody has a bomb, right? I don't quite get it. I literally have to listen to this over and over and over again. Bomb. Muck Wolf's is cinema. So Akbar was the King of England at one point, and Wessex, I think. And essentially, it's literally just come through there. And then the other one, more for the wild men, essentially. So say Akbar. So it's crazy because, you know, the last speech with the Brexit said, serve this thing in their foot, you know, like, and then basically said that she has left us everything. She's left the English everything. So it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating, this war. We're all in. And what the hell is going to happen? Oh dear. I don't know. So they said there, and in the other one, it's going to be an investigation into the wolf Mets, right? No idea.
Mina frei som svärt för stjärnor. Jag träffade Sverige så vi förlöser väldigt måför i sämre. Märker så skämmarna av miljonen vägar.
You hear that? The lamb is holding it again. So. So lonely. Sorry, Melly mate, what's this? It's obviously is how you try and hear what you're saying, right? Obviously there's a lot going on. Are you, I don't know. Sorry. My nine is Ekborain. All right, listen. Do you know how many spirits came through in the last Queen's speech that literally was named Ekborain, Ekbar? Loads, at least 3, all different names. Burst for the anvil, burst for or something like that. Burst the. So it says, my name is Ek, Brian, and this destroy fuck loves her cinema. Listen carefully. She's right. It says something about she is raised by something, because in the last one it was clear as day. It came through. My name is Ekbarine something something, can't remember exactly, and she was raised up by the Nazis, and then it was new net shit fuck, you know, holy shit, loads of stuff came through. Shemoff. The Shemoff Gims and that? I don't know. The amount of times it comes through as well. My neck is garned with something. When my neck is garned with blowschnoot. That's cocaine. Blowschnoot. Again, Bullhurst Cinema or Bullhurst Cinema, something like that. Listen. The wolf is near Bullhurst Cinema again. Jeremy Wolf. The Jerome Wolf. The Sir Jerome Wolf. I don't know who it is. Say that again. And never Eck Brian come in. My name is Eck Brian, and it said my neck is garned again. So at the beginning and at the end, you have Slimbarku Sad, Slimembe. So this is the spirit of the Queen speaking, and other spirits speaking about the spirit of the Queen itself, the real Queen, because this obviously is a clone. Perhaps the jewelry is actually part of it. You see? Perhaps the jewelry you see here, this thing flash, her jewelry here. So that is the end. I'm going to turn the camera on myself now, quickly. I'm going to put it up there. Thank you for sticking with me in this very scary episode, I know. I appreciate your time. The truth is that it's hard to live in this world, to accept it, you know, for what it really is, which is just a cesspit of evil. Is there any questions? Yes, it is, Ellie, I'm afraid. But you shouldn't keep it. It shouldn't let you keep you in fear of it. You know, we are in the end of days, but you know not to be tricked, right? You know that you are created and that you are of the light, and that unfortunately these people have no souls. But you are more powerful than they are, and you made a difference, right? Yes, absolutely. Evil, the epitome of evil, in fact. That's why we're here, to bring great changes to the earth. But sadly, so many are unaware, right, of reality. So I have to do what I need to do to, you know, bring forward change. Then that's what I must do. Thank you very much for watching, and take care. I'll see you next time. See you in a bit.